Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Jaya Praja Janaranjana Jaya Yasodanandana Jaya Praja Janaranjana Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Nitai Go Haribo, 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 Haribo. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivratakarya Astotarasata Śrimad, His Divine Grace Abhayachana Vindam Bhakti Vedanta Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Grantarashi Śrimad Bhāgavatam Ki Nitai Go Premanandi. All glorious assembled devotees, all glorious assembled devotees, all glorious assembled devotees, all glorious Lords for Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga, all glorious to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Śrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Te Namane Namaste. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, everyone. Haribol. So we'd like to welcome you here to this morning's Śrimad Bhāgavatam class, those who are joining physically and those who are online. This morning we are studying Śrimad Bhāgavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 12, Text 13 and 14. Is that a correcto? 15, is it? Okay. Sorry? 15, yeah? What is it? 14 and 15? What is it? Okay, all right, so it's 15, yeah? Okay, thank you very much. And translation and commentary by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Here we go. Iti adishta swaguru na Bhagavan nilalohita sattva kriti svabhavina sasarjatma samapraja iti adishta svaguruna Bhagavan nilalohita sattvakrit svabhavina Sasrajatma Samapraja. So I'll just read that translation, and the next one's got the purport. Jai Shri Shri Radha Gokulam Sitaram Lakshmana Hanuman ki. The most powerful Rudra, whose bodily color was blue mixed with red, created many offspring exactly resembling him in features, strength, and furious nature. So the text 16 with the purport. Rudranam Rudra Sristanam Samanta Grastam Jagat Nishamya Sankyosho Yutan Prajapati Ashakatam Rudranam Rudrashishtanam Samota Grastam Jagat Nishamya Sankyoshyutan Prajapati Ashankata. Other Vaishnavas, please.
Rudranam Rudra Srishtanam Rudranam Rudra Srishtanam Samantad Rasatam Jagat Samantad Jagat Nisamya Sankyasho Yutan Prajapati Ashankata
Ladies, please. Rudranam Rudra Sristanam Yamrantam Jagatam Jagat Nitamam Sosasamsantam Rudranam Rudra Sristanam Nisyam Sasam Susuma Rudranam, of the sons of Rudra, Rudra Shishtanam, who were generated by Rudra, Samatat, been assembled together, Grastanam, while devouring, Jagat, the universe, Nishamya, by observing their activities, Asankyasha, unlimited, Yatan, assembly, Prajapati, the father of the living entities, Ashankata, became afraid of. Translation purport by Prabhupada. The sons and the grandsons generated by Rudra were unlimited in number. When they assembled together, they attempted to devour the entire universe. When Brahma, the father of the living entity, saw this, he became afraid of the situation. Purport. The generations of Rudra, the incarnations of anger, were so dangerous to the maintenance of the universal affairs that even Brahma, the father of the living entities, became afraid of them. The so-called devotees or the followers of Rudra are also a menace. They are sometimes dangerous even to Rudra himself. Descendants of Rudra sometimes make plans to kill Rudra. By the grace of Rudra, that is the nature of his devotees. Om Jnana Timarandasya Jnanam Jnana Shalakaya Chaksuran Militan Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pasyacha Desatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadada Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I'm taking the blessings of everyone. We have senior devotees here, proper disciple. I ask for your blessings here today. To say a few words, I don't have much realizations, but I can certainly talk. Vancha kalpa tribhischa kripa sindhubhya cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Okay, imagine yourself, you're just decorating a nice cake, getting all the ingredients. You made nice little roses. You've got all the different marzipan on there. You've made a nice layer. And it's a nice looking cake, and someone comes and smashes it all up. How would you feel? How would you feel? Not good. How would you feel, Martha? You bake cakes? No? So if you make a creation, if you make something very, very nice, and someone comes and destroys it, then we're not so happy. So this is the situation where Lord Brahma is in. He's created this nice material world, and these Rudras, they're running around destroying everything that Brahma is trying to create. So in case you don't know, a little backstory, Brahma is creating everything. And then he's had many offsprings. Some of his offsprings are 4 Kumaras, Narada Muni, Swayambhuva Manu. So these are some of the creations of Lord Brahma. And one of them particularly were the Sanat Kumars. And then normally as a father, anyone a father here? You would like your children to do what you ask them to do. But these days, do kids listen to their parents? Very rarely. Generally not. Teenagers, forget that one. So generally, when the father asks someone to do something, particularly the boys were very, very small, and they were not interested in creating. They wanted just to take the spiritual path. Earlier on today, we had some boys take saffron. They were not interested in creating. They were interested in going on a spiritual path. So the Kumaras were like that. They were not interested. They wanted just to be absorbed in spiritual life. And sometimes, if you're a father, if your children don't do what you tell them to do, what is the emotions that comes out? Not rasgullas? Anger. Anger is seated there within all of us. These are some of the creations of the 3 modes of material nature. I've been sometimes in a situation which has been affected by anger. Hands up those who are not affected by anger. Oh, you're transcendental. Hands up those who are affected by anger. So we all get affected by anger in one way or another. So Brahma, been refused, then within his mind, he got angry. And then this anger starts to boil, and there's different things that can happen when anger starts to enter your body. What are some of the things that might happen? Hurt, yep. Brahma was hurt. Kumaras were not doing what they were saying, yes? Bewildered. You get lost, frustrated. And something that also comes out is vachovegam, the speech, isn't it? How many times when we get angry, this mouth just opens up without thinking? It just starts to get angry, and then if the other person doesn't listen, what happens to that speech? It gets louder and louder and angrier. So Brahma didn't use his anger in the speech form. How did his anger manifest? His anger manifested first in the mind. Everything is first conceived in the mind. The mind is the seating place where all sorts of things and plans and everything cook up over here, isn't it? It's a cook-up place over here. So then the mind accepts and rejects things constantly. Either you accept something that is to your satisfaction, you like it. If I bring you some nice prasadam, what's your mind going to make plans? What's it going to do? Enjoy. You're going to be happy. If I come at you and shout at you, what's your mind going to do? It's going to react. Who the hell is this guy to tell me what I am? Don't you know, I just put saffron on. Man, come on, give me a break. So then the mind acts differently according to how we are situated. Some people are transcendental. They don't get affected by anger. But most of us are under the influence of the three modes of nature, and Brahma is under what influence? Mode of passion. So anger is born out of two qualities, passion and ignorance. That's where anger is derived from, passion and ignorance. And because primarily Brahma is passion, then from his thinking of anger in his mind came the manifestation of Rudras. And this Rudra came, and because there were a manifestation of anger, what kind of mode do you think these kids or this child would be? Passion and ignorance. It would be very, very angry. So then, sometimes if you're a parent, then when the child comes out, the first thing the child does, he starts to cry, And then the nurse said, "My God, your child's got strong lungs." So then Rudra is born, and he's like going, it's going completely wild. And it's going so wild that he himself is manifesting more Rudra forms. So imagine, as a parent, you go one child, then another child manifests, boom, 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 other kids. And if you're a parent, you know when there's loads of kids running around, it could be quite frustrating, not an easy situation. So they're all angry kids, not a good sight, all running around, and they're so angry they're even starting to beat each other up, boom, boom, boom. And Brahma's thinking, what's going on over here? So then these kids, they're all running around, they're frustrated, they're completely angry, and then at a certain point, they stop. And then they look at Brahma. And they start to go towards Brahma, ding, ding, ding. And they say, okay, we're going to have you, mate. So Brahma just created this, and they were about to attack Lord Brahma. And in the purport, it's a very, very important point Prabhupada is making. well, there's a few points. One of the ones that jumps out, anyone knows what Prabhupada is saying in the purport? Yes. So sometimes the followers of Rudras, they also want to attack Rudra or Shiva. Imagine your own disciples, you're having a Vyasa Puja, and they start to attack you. I go, hey, what's going on over here? So this is the situation with some of Lord Shiva's followers or disciples. They turn on the master. So there's a few examples over there in the scriptures. Anyone know any of the examples where the followers... Sorry? Ravan? Give us a little explanation.
He was the worshipper of Lord Shiva.
And how did he turn on Lord Shiva? Yeah?
As we know, he captured Mother Sita and ultimately ended up getting fight with Lord Rama.
Yes, but some followers directly attack Lord Shiva. Vrikasura, one of the most famous one is Vrikasura. There's another one. We'll come back to Vrikasura. If you like a good story, who likes a good story? This is a nice story. No Netflix needed. This is a good story from the Bhāgavatam. What's another one? Krishna book. It's got many, many arms. Banasura. So Banasura was a great devotee of Lord Shiva, and then Banasura bestowed 1,000 arms. And these aren't just ordinary arms, but they're powerful arms. And then he had so much strength. Imagine you've got so much strength, so much power. What would you like to do with your power? You want to exercise it, isn't it? If you make a nice feast, cook some nice prasadam, would you just look at that or would you just kind of eat it? You would eat it. So Banasura had all this power, 1,000 arms. Look at my biceps, look at this man. And then he was going around challenging people. Srinivas, you want to fight me? Shamashunda, you want to fight me? But everyone who saw Banasura coming, imagine 1,000 arms to challenge you. Are you going to go head to head with him? Or are you going to run the other way? You're going to run the other way. So he got so frustrated that no one wanted to fight him. Then he decides to pound on the mountains and the stones. So he started pounding. But can the mountains fight back? No. What kind of a fight would that be? Just one-sided fight. Boom, boom, boom. Then he went to Lord Shiva. He said, you've given me all this strength, but I don't know what to do with it. And he says, I want to fight you. And Lord Shiva said, wait, I gave him all this power. He wants to fight me? Then Lord Shiva said, you rascal, you're drunk with so much power. One day you will meet someone who will curb you and challenge you and defeat you. Then Vrikasura was a follower of Lord Shiva, and it is generally known that Lord Shiva has a name that is easily pleased, which is Ashutosh. So Lord Shiva is very, very easily pleased. If you want something, then you worship Lord Shiva. If you want everything taken away from you, all your material wealth, you worship Krishna, your choice. If you want everything stripped off, even your glasses, in the monkeys, Vrindavan, then you go to Krishna. If you want material wealth or some boon, then you go to Lord Shiva. So then this person, he was worshipping Lord Shiva, knowing that it'll be easy to please. And then he was worshipping day after day after day. Then he thought, I thought Lord Shiva was easy to please. How come he's not turning up? Then he said, I'm going to up my game and offer my own flesh in the yajna. So normally the priests chant different prayers. We offer grains, we offer ghee, we offer bananas, we throw in coconuts, we offer some sweet rice in the fire. But imagine chucking in your own flesh. So there he was, Vrikasura was cutting his own flesh, putting it into the fire. And still Lord Shiva was not appearing in front of him. Then he thought, he got the sword and he said, I'm going to offer my whole head into the fire. And he was about to cut his head. Then Lord Shiva appeared. And Lord Shiva said, my, what are you doing? A little bell fruit would have been good for me. No need to cut your own flesh. And he said, what do you want? I'm pleased with you. He said, I want the benediction, the power in my hand. Whosever head I touch, the head will split into 1,000 heads. Sorry?
Oh, heads or pieces?
Pieces, sorry.
Okay.
Forgets my English. So whosever head he touches, the head will go into 1,000 pieces. So then Lord Shiva gave him that power. And then Lord Shiva, who is always accompanied by Parvati, then Vritrasura said, my, what's a girl like you do in a place like this? Then he decided, I want to take you. Then he started approaching Parvati. And of course the husband wanted to protect Parvati. Then he stops Vrikasura coming towards Parvati. And then, what does Vrikasura do? He says, well, I'm going to test my power. Touch your head, Lord Shiva. Then you will die. Then I will take your wife. So then, as Vrikasura was coming towards Lord Shiva started running. Imagine someone is about to kill you. So there's a response. What's that response called? Flight or fight. Flight or fight. Okay, so you're in a situation. How many would flight? I know I would. You would flight. How many would fight? You would fight. Yeah, no, put your hands up. You know. Fight or flight, but Lord Shiva decided to flight. He decided to run away. Then he went to different demigods. Indra, please help me, I've been chased. They couldn't do anything. They also were scared. Then Lord Shiva went to Lord Brahma. And then Vrikasura said, oh, Brahma, he's got 4 heads. That'd be quite fun. Dun, 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 dun. But then Lord Brahma also got scared. Then he ran away. Then Lord Shiva ran here, there, all over the universe. Then he was sitting down and he was huffing and he's puffing. And then Vrikasura caught up with him. Then he was trying to go towards him. And as he went towards him, this beautiful Brahmin boy came and appeared in front of Vrikasura. And he was so beautiful that it stopped Vrikasura right in his tracks. And he said, wow, who are you? He says, oh, I'm just a Brahmin. And then the Brahmin asked, what are you doing? And then Vrikasura said, you know, that Lord Shiva over there, I want to kill him. And then the Brahmin said, oh, really? He said, how do you intend to do that? He goes, well, he's given me the power in my hand that if I touch anyone's head, their head will explode into 1,000 pieces. So I'm about to touch his head. And then the Brahmin started laughing. Vrikasura, oh yeah? What's so funny? He said, do you actually believe that Lord Shiva has the power to give you this, and then this started creating a little doubt. It's very easy to create doubt, isn't it? Paranoia slips in very easily. Someone just has to say something, someone just has to criticize, and then immediately doubts are sent within our mind. And our mind is reeling, ooh, what does that mean? What did they say? So then this started creating some doubts in the mind of the Brahmin, the Vrikasura. And he said, he gave me the power. He says, to be honest, I wouldn't really trust Lord Shiva. Just look at all his followers. They're hobgoblins. Look at him, he's covered in ash. He's not even very clean. How would you trust him? He's gone a little bit crazy since he's been cursed by his father-in-law, who is. So, to be honest, if I were you, I would test to see if this power actually exists. And Vrikasura said, well, that's a really, really good idea. I says, how should I test this power? I said, well, the best thing is to touch your own head. You know it's false. You know it's not going to work. And once you realize it's not going to work, then you can kill Lord Shiva. I said, brilliant. You're a good advisor. Good life coach. So then Vrikasura took his hand, then he was about to touch, then he touched his head. What do you think happened? 1,000 pieces exploded. Of course, Lord Shiva had the power to give to him. Then Lord Shiva came, and who was the Brahmin? Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu came, incarnated as this Brahmin to help his devotees, who is Lord Shiva. So the Brahmin said, be very, very careful when you give these benedictions. Benedictions should be there to enhance someone, to better their life or others. But if they use these benedictions like Banasura or Vrikasura, these things, they are not beneficial. So there are 11 types of Rudras that have been manifested. Some of you might have seen the picture on the 5th canto, I don't know, in the recent Bhāgavatam. So these Rudras do have a position. So Brahma is the creator, Vishnu is the maintainer, and Shiva is destroyer. The problem was the Rudras, Shivas, they wanted to destroy before even the creation even took place. So therefore, Brahma was saying, not now, wait until it's the end of the dissolution, when the universe winds up, and then the Rudras, they get angry. Then at that point, fire starts to emanate from their heads, and they dance around. What's another name for Lord Shiva? Nataraj. So Nataraj means he's a great dancer. So Nataraj, in the form of Rudra, Shiva, he dances in these 11 forms that... Would you like to know who they are? Okay, here they are. Let's see if we can find them. The first one, this form, is called Kapili. This name means the holder of skulls. So you see Lord Shiva, he's always got skulls and things like that around him. So that's another form of Lord Shiva in Rudra. Kapila, one who's always has skulls around him. So this is often the followers of Lord Shiva, they have skulls and things like that. The second one is called Pingal. This form is golden yellow. So not all the forms are the same. This particular form of Rudra is golden yellow. And it represents energy and yogic philosophy. The next one, what number are we on? 3. The third one is called Bhima. Now, it goes without saying, ladies, what would Bhima mean for Rudra? Strength, that's right. So Bhima means gigantic, terrifying. This is a form of Rudra. Bhima, the third one. The fourth one is Virupaksha. Virupaksha. This means omnipresent. Lord Shiva is everywhere in the form as Virupaksha. So it also means that we cannot perceive him with our own mundane eyes. Lord Shiva, where does he reside? Kailash. So we cannot see him with our eyes. Sometimes people think you can climb Himalayas, go to Kailash and see Lord Shiva. Little do they know, they're only going to see snow. Kailash isn't within this realm. It's within the higher realms over there. Number 5, Vilahito. This form is red. So this is the form of the red. What would red color indicate? Passion and fire. Generally, fire is red. So when the Rudra manifests, the fires emanate from his hair. Number 6, Shastra. This form is often depicted in a warrior-like. So this warrior-like also manifested in another story in the Bhāgavatam. Anyone know? Srinivas, before you go, give us a little bit of insight. Another story in the Bhāgavatam, this form of the warrior of Lord Shiva manifested. It's a very famous story. Begins with a V. Virabhadra. Virabhadra is another manifestation of Rudra. When Sati burnt herself, Lord Shiva became very, very angry. He took a lock of his hair, Samantha, like your hair, took a lock of some of Samantha's hair and threw it on the ground and manifested. Do you think you can do that with your hair? Then Virabhadra came. Virabhadra, very fierce, very strong, very powerful. The manifestation of the warrior-like. He went where the Prajapati, Daksha was performing the yagya, and then Virabhadra cut the head of Daksha. So that's the warrior form, Shastra. And what number are we on, ladies? Anyone? 7. 7, this is unborn, Aja. So although he seems to have manifested from the mind of Brahma, actually Lord Shiva is eternal. Like the soul is eternal, Krishna is eternal, Lord Shiva is eternal. When the universe finishes, Brahma's post is finished. Khatam ho gaya, kaput. But when the universe finishes, Lord Shiva still exists. He still manifests. He just resides in Kailash. Then number 8, Ahibudnya. This form is serpent. Why serpent? Anyone? Any ideas? Yep, that's another form. And then also he's always seen with a snake around his neck. Whenever you see Lord Shiva, you always see a serpent. You always see a cobra, king cobra, snakes. Lord Shiva's snake. Number 8 is Shambhu. Shambhu means benevolent, kind. Ashutosh. Another story in the Bhāgavatam where Lord Shiva was super duper kind. Everyone was suffering. Any ideas? That's right, thank you. The churning of the ocean, the poison that was coming out of there, it was burning everyone's eyes. Once me and Godruma, I don't know if you're listening, Godruma, our Sankirtan leader, he went away. We were only allowed to eat once a day. Strict orders, once a day. So when the cat is away, the mice will play. And we were limited with boga. We were staying in this Hindu temple. So me and Godruma decided to fry up some chips. And there was no oil. So then there was loads of mustard oil. So we emptied all this mustard oil. We were only 16, 17 years old then. And we heated the mustard oil to fry some chips. Now if you're a cook, if you heat up mustard oil, what happens? It burns your eyes. And my God, it was burning. And we were so attached to the chips, we kept on burning. But eventually, even we kind of decided to give up. So yeah, just a little, never fry chips in mustard oil. Me and Godruma learned the hard way. So yeah, Lord Shiva is benevolent. And what did he do? He drank that poison. And where is that poison manifested? In Lord Shiva? In his throat. Nila Kant. Normally there's a little kind of grayish area in his throat. That's where he keeps the poison. We're on number 10 now. Chand. Chand, this manifestation is representing punishment. So Lord Shiva punishes people who don't follow the rules and regulation. So this is the form of Lord Shiva, the Trishu, that he punishes people. Any evil forces that might be there. Sometimes some demons are very, very hard to defeat. So they go to Lord Shiva for help. Then number 11, Bhava. Bhava, which means being. This is the sustenance of the creation, spiritual growth. Bhava means spiritual growth. So if you want to grow spiritually, Lord Shiva is the greatest Vaishnava. Although he appears in a certain way, although we might not, as devotees, worship Lord Shiva is the guardian of the Dharma. He is one of the Mahajans. And then we can ask Lord Shiva to help us in our devotional practice. So that's Bhava. Lord Shiva sustains our spiritual life. So it is important that we seek the blessings of Lord Shiva. Sometimes as devotees we might think, oh, we don't need everything, don't need anything, we don't oblige to any of the other persons. Krishna is the only person. But we can always take extra help from others. We say, Vancha kalpatrubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. We want the blessings of other Vaishnavas. Why can't we take the blessings of Lord Shiva, who is the greatest of the Vaishnavas? So in conclusion of this story is what? What's the conclusion of this story? Don't be upset. Don't get angry. What does Krishna say in the Bhagavad Gita? Parama, what's that verse? Give it to us, left, right, and center. 3 gates. These are the 3 gates leading to hell. Lust, anger, and greed. And on a... Sorry? Kama was also, but these three gates, yeah, so there are a few of those guys hanging around together. Misery loves company. So anger is also there. So personally, I've just recently experienced a little bit of my own kind of anger. Brahma asked someone to do service. They didn't want to do it. He got angry and boom, Rudra was born. So then I asked somebody to do a little service. They weren't obliging. I got a little bit angry. And in this way, I took that service away. He got really, really upset with me. And then he decided he doesn't want to do the service. So in this way, my anger, my frustration, taking his service away, then in turn, his anger, his frustration, withdrawing from his service, creates a dichotomy, creates a situation which is not very, very, very nice. So I'm still trying to play it out. So don't let anger get the better of you. Here's a life coach tip as we finish this class. It is said when you get angry, it takes 3 to 5 days for those contaminations to exit your body. When you get angry, you probably notice it takes days, you're thinking about it. Those toxins of anger, it takes 5 days of Hari Om, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, to clear your aura and bring you back to Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hare Krishna, thank you very much for giving me your time. I hope I didn't offend anyone in any way. If anyone had any comments or any questions, I think that's a sign, shut up, Jai Krishna. And double confirmation. In Kali Yuga, we need 3 confirmation. One more, come on. Okay, questions? Okay, there we go. Canto Śrimad Bhāgavatam ki jai. Did you have? Sorry. Yeah, go on. Good question. Thank you, Parama. So while anger is devastating, is this on for internet people? No, don't worry. Okay. Haribol, hello. While anger is definitely negative, there are positives to anger. Srila Prabhupada got angry at Mr. Nayan for always trying to cheat him. And then he called the ultimate manifestation of anger. Who is that? Nrsingadev. And boom, Nrsingadev, by the fervent prayers of Prabhupada, anger removed this obstacle. Who used anger? Arjuna used his anger in his battle towards adharma. Who else also used anger? Hanuman. Hanuman used anger to defeat Ravana. So anger can be used, but we have to be careful that it's a very, very kind of dicey path to go. If someone is being obnoxious to devotees, if you get attacked on Harinam, then you can manifest Bhima. Then you can manifest Chand, the angry form of Lord Shiva. And I've seen that sometimes when we have people harassing us on Harinam, then devotees use their anger. I was on Harinam in Croatia, actually. Yeah, you're from Croatia, right? The body. So I was on Harinam in Croatia, and we were having a big Harinam, Hare Krishna, Indra Dumna Maharaj was there. There was about 100 devotees. And a couple of burly guys, they came and started pushing the devotees. And then this guy from nowhere, he just came, boom, boom, boom. He used his anger and knocked those who were harassing the devotees. We were with Tribhuvanath in a festival in Glastonbury. We were having Mangalarti at 4:30, and some drunkard guys, they started chucking eggs at us. And one devotee, he had the madanga and he cracked it on someone's skull. And he said, oh, I thought you Hare Krishnas were peace lovers. But when you attack the devotees, you can use anger, in a way that you can defend the devotees. But use it carefully, use it wisely. It's not a recommended process. The mode of goodness is the best way. Prabhuji, does that help? Are you listening? Thank you. Anything else? Okay, thank you very much. Grantara, Śrimad Bhāgavatam ki jai.